Alright guys, today is finally the day that we have all been waiting for. We are finally going to get started on supercharging Goldie Hawn. I think it was a little over a month ago that I actually went out and bought the supercharger and everything for this. But everything I got that day still wasn't everything I needed. I had to order a bunch of other parts, and they finally all showed up right before leaving for Tennessee. So that kind of sucked, but we can finally get started on it now. I know it's been a long wait. I know a lot of you guys have been super anxious, like, when the fuck are you gonna do this? Well, now's when the fuck we're gonna do this. Let me show you guys some of the parts that we got. You saw in that last video the box of just intercooler and cold side piping and everything. And then there's the intake for it. Here's the different belts. The shorter one is for deleting the power steering pump, which I'm not gonna do. I enjoy power steering, so I'll be using this longer one. This is a stronger tensioner. The stock tensioner pulley can only handle up to, I think he said, like 7 or so pounds. After that, you start to get belt slip, so this stronger one helps combat that. And then we've got all the lubricant we need. That should last about 30,000 or so miles. I think they say to change it every like 7,000 or something like that. So we should be good there for a while. And then this is the pulley that you would use if you were deleting the power steering pump. You'd put that in place there. But obviously we won't be using that. And then here are other pulleys for the supercharger. This is the high boost one. This is the smallest one I got, and then this is the low boost. That should make about 6 pounds. And then here's the actual bracket itself. This takes place of the one that holds the power steering pump and the alternator. You take that whole thing off, bolt this on, and then it just adds a spot to mount the supercharger. And then other things, like here's a boost gauge that I had to get just so that I know where I'm at. This is a 2.5 bar map sensor, so we should be good there. These are some new spark plugs, just a little bit colder range. These are TR6 spark plugs. Everybody recommends these. People are having great success with these, up to, I think some people are making like 20 pounds of boost with these plugs, and they just love them. So don't fix what ain't broken. I decided to go with those. And then because I'm going to be doing a speed density setup, I'm deleting the MAF sensor, but on these older trucks, the intake air temp sensor is built into the MAF. So this is a common setup that people use. This is an intake air temp sensor from like a GMC Cyclone or a Typhoon, something like that. And then it just came with a little pigtail that I'll splice in. And then this, they actually sent me 2 of them. Not sure why, but I didn't get charged twice, so I'm going to keep this for another project. And then right here is injectors and injector adapters, because they have a different plug. And these are 60-pound injectors. They should be plenty for what we need. And then these were, I think, like 20 bucks for a set of 8 of these. And they seem to be really good quality. Pretty happy about those. That should make the install super easy. And then to the crowning jewel of all of this, the actual supercharger itself. This is a supercharger. I know from this angle, a lot of you guys say that's a turbocharger. It's not. I promise you it's not. If you look to this side, see that pulley? That means it's belt driven. Turbochargers are exhaust driven. And I've had a few of you guys say that's a Pro Charger. No, it is not. If you look right there, it says Vortex Supercharger, and this is a V3. These should be good for about 750 horsepower. I'm not going to be making that. I'll probably be closer to about 600 once I go to high boost. On low boost, I'll probably be in the low 500 range. Now, I know that today 500 horsepower does not sound like a lot. Everybody's like, if you're not making 1,000, you ain't got shit. Well, I guess I'm not making shit though, because I'm going to be pretty happy with that 500 for a little while. But I don't have a whole lot of time today. I've only got a babysitter until about 3:30, so today I'm probably only going to be able to get the actual like bracket and supercharger and everything mounted, and then we'll have to go back and do the other stuff in some other videos. This might be like a 3-part thing. I'm not really sure. And then once it's all done, I'm going to try to tune it as best I can, but I might actually end up taking it somewhere to get tuned and then probably put it on a dyno. I'm not really sure. Anyway, let's get to work. Darling, Alright, here you can see the stock mounting bracket versus the one for the Vortec. Basically, the only difference is the Vortec one has the mounting point up here for the supercharger. Aside from that, they're super similar. And I think the only real downside to this is going to be filling the power steering reservoir. But aside from that, it should be awesome. So all we got to do is get this pulley pressed off so we can unbolt the power steering reservoir, put it all together on this one, then we can start slapping it all back together on the engine. And then really, that's the hardest part of the whole thing. The rest is just tedious little work. There's just one little bit of wiring where we're gonna cut 2 wires and then splice those into the air temp sensor. But aside from that, super simple, pretty straightforward stuff. Oh, God. Alright, we just got the stock tensioner pulley off. You can see just a pretty basic little deal with a spring in there, help keep the belt tense. And then here's the new one, just a whole lot more beef, whole lot stronger spring, and it'll definitely keep that belt from slipping.
Well, this could be fun.
There we go. Something in there. Those bolts are on the floor behind me.
That's crooked.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, I'm sure most of the oil was drained out of it. Well, we officially have a supercharged truck.
So we got to change.
What?
This hose. Tear this off.
Yeah, we gotta change the intake. I gotta figure out how I wanna route this. I was originally planning on going around this way, but I'm not gonna be able to do that now. Yeah, I was gonna go like this and around, but I might have to, I don't know.
One thing on the truck we got tight.
Yeah. Well, that should be okay. Once the belt's on it, it'll pull this back down.
Oh.
And then like the cold air stuff, we can route that how we need to. Yeah, let's put the belt on it and then we'll probably call it a day. But this is as far as we're gonna make it today, which honestly it's the hardest part, I think. The rest is just tedious little stuff. But we can fire it up right now, just hear the thing make some noise, which I'm excited about, and then call it a day. Did you unplug that when you took this off, or was it already?
Yeah, I unplugged it.
Everything.
Disconnecting the battery didn't take your tune out, did it?
No, it shouldn't have. I've had it disconnected before.
Oh.
God, the only thing that the engine would be seeing different is, I mean, the engine wouldn't be seeing anything different, but all we did was just add an extra pulley, really. It can't be...
We fucked up.
Can't be... Oh, I'm gonna try starting it again.